It's not an art project, Katie.
I'm not hungry.
Well, then why did you order the most expensive thing on the menu? Hmm?
I'm sorry. I guess the shock of what happened just killed my appetite.
Yeah, who would have thought that Mike would fall in love with Jennifer?
He's not in love with her.
Okay. What shock are you referring to, then?
You offering to pay for lunch?
See, now that hurts. That stings, all right? Here I go out of my way to try to get you to wear something else besides your bathrobe and bunny slippers, and I take you down here to the Shea Lake View, and what do I get in return? Mockery.
Let's just stay off the subject of Mike, okay?
Okay. Have you read any good books lately?
I think he hates me.
Oh, no, he was angry, and that was last night. Today is another day, Scarlett.
Yeah, but you didn't see him. I told him I was sorry for everything. It didn't make any difference.
Yeah, not everyone can overlook lying and manipulation as easily as I can.
Just give me some advice.
You never take my advice. I told you, tell the man the truth.
That's just the thing, Henry. I told Mike the truth, and now he never wants to see me again.
Mrs. Walsh? Well, if it isn't the tush that made street jeans famous.
Lucinda's not here, gorgeous.
Well, then should you be tampering with her wiring?
Well, I'm just doing her a favor. And the wiring I'd like to be tampering with.
Hey, did you do that to me yesterday?
Kiss you?
Kiss me, tell me I'm a wonderful, honest woman, and then run off.
Sorry, I had a lot on my mind.
Oh. Well, I should go.
No, Jen, don't go. There's something I haven't told you. Right, I understand, but just so you know, my wife is not a hostile witness. She volunteered to take the polygraph, so there's no need to lean on her too hard, okay? All right.
Is that one of the benefits of being married to the chief? You get the kid glove treatment every time you commit a crime?
What are you doing here, Paul?
I'm here to make sure that my kid brother, because of Emily's voluntary cooperation, doesn't wind up getting indicted.
Paul, if you're implying that I would sell out my son to protect my wife, you're full of it. And I don't see any reason why you're here, so I suggest you leave.
Because of Emily, my wife is constantly terrified. She wakes up every morning and braces herself for whatever sick reminder she's going to get that day of her dead baby. Because of Emily, my little brother doesn't trust me anymore, or Rosanna, or you for that matter.
I know what's lost, Paul.
Well, then how can you let her get away with it, huh?
All I'm doing is trying to make sure that Emily gets a fair shake. Right now, she is scared out of her mind, and I do not want that polygraph machine reading that as guilty.
Do you honestly think that she's not guilty?
I honestly think she deserves the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to give it to her.
Right. That's more than you gave Will.
You bought the doll. Don't you know what this is? This is a photograph from the security camera at the store.
It's not me. It can't be.
Oh, Allison, I'm so happy to see you.
What is going on?
What have you heard?
Will told me this wild story about you spooking Rosanna.
Yeah, it's wild, all right. You have no idea how much I need your support right now.
No kidding. I mean, Emily, what were you thinking?
I saw you driving away. I thought maybe we should talk outside first so the kids can't hear.
I am moving out. They have to hear about it sooner or later.
I just don't want them to worry about something that might not happen.
It's already happened.
I know what you said last night. We can fix this. I mean,
Yeah.
it's us. We can fix anything.
I know, I used to think that too, but you just kept pushing me farther and farther away.
But I was grieving.
And I wanted to help you, but you made it very clear that you didn't want anything to do with me anymore.
It's not true. I love you. I'll do anything you want. I'll go to counseling. I'll give you space. Whatever you want.
I never wanted space. I've had enough space this past year to last me an entire lifetime.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I hurt you. And that I didn't put you first, but I'm going to change. This is the time of New Year's resolutions. This is my resolution.
It shouldn't be a resolution. It should come naturally. get used to.
It will. Just give me one more chance, please.
Let's not do this.
Do what? Fight for our marriage?
I am tired of fighting. I don't want to do it anymore.
So what is this then? You come by to visit the children, just dropping by?
I'm here because we need to make them understand.
Understand what? That their father's walking out on them?
I will never abandon my children.
No, just their mother.
Mom? Dad? Is everything okay?
No, Luke, it's not okay. And it's time that we deal with it.
Flour, sugar, butter. What else? Come in. Vanilla. All right. Where would you keep vanilla?
Left cupboard, top shelf.
Emma's not here.
Well, I'm not here to see Emma. Actually, I'm here to see you.
Now, why would you do that?
What you making?
Apple pie.
Woo! Apple pie in Emma's kitchen. She's the master of the pie, isn't
What
she?
do you want, Carly?
Believe it or not, Julia, I want to help you.
I don't need your help or your advice.
Someday you might thank me. So might JJ.
You know what? You better leave my son out of this, Carly.
Jack told me that he was supposed to spend some time with the boy last night, but something with work came up. He feels terrible about that.
Good.
No, Julia, it isn't really good. You can make him feel guilty, you can make him feel bad about himself, but the fact is, he is doing the best he can.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it seems like you're picking at scabs, trying to be sure the wound doesn't heal. And as long as you continue to act like a victim, you're never gonna get whatever it is you want.
Gee, I don't see myself as a victim, Carly.
Unfortunately, Jack does. And he's my husband. And I don't really want him walking around consumed with guilt.
It'd be a shame if it got in the way of your dinner conversation, wouldn't it?
Do you have any idea what it means that Jack is a cop? It's not a job you can phone in, Julia. It requires commitment, requires concentration. If you drop your guard just one time, somebody might put a knife in your face. And then before you know it, your car might go off a bridge.
What are you saying, Carly? If Jack gets hurt at work, that's my fault?
No. No. What I'm saying is that you and your son need to understand that with a police officer in the family, sometimes cancellations happen. It isn't personal. You and JJ need to understand some basic rules about give and take.
Yeah, I give and you take.
You moved out last night? I never even heard you.
That's because I tried to be quiet, so I wouldn't wake you guys.
Well, then where'd you go?
I stayed at the Lakeview. And today I went out to the farm, and that's where I'm going to be staying. I'm going to be staying with your grandmother.
Mommy's crying.
Okay. It's okay.
When will we see you?
You can see your dad anytime you want.
That's right. So, every day.
Can we still have tea parties with my dolls?
Yeah, sure.
And about soccer?
I'm going to be going to all the games. I'll take you to the practices, just like I always did.
Only you won't be living here.
Only I won't be living here. questions that you want to ask?
You can ask us anything, you know that.
Are you and Mom getting divorced?
You honestly think I did those things to Rosanna?
I don't know.
Let me ask you, if I hadn't blown your trust with Chris, would you still think I did it?
Look, none of that matters right now. Just tell me what's going on.
I don't know. When Will came to me and accused me of being in Fairwinds and shoving the doll in his face, I thought he was the one that lost it.
And then what?
And then Hal showed me this. It's from the surveillance tape at the store where the doll was bought. And there's a credit card receipt, signed by me.
Emily, this picture, it's you.
I've spent the entire morning trying to convince myself that it couldn't be. Because, Allie, I don't remember being here. I don't remember standing there, buying the doll, signing the receipt, none of it.
Well, maybe it's someone that looks like you, a lot like
I know, that's what I said. I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. Right, so I agreed to take a lie detector test. I offered because I thought I would pass. And then I had this, flash or something. I suddenly saw myself standing in Fairwinds, holding the doll.
What?
I mean, I don't know why. Why would I want to torture Rosanna like that? I'm a mother. I know what it's like to love a child. And when Rosanna lost Cabot, I ached for her.
Well, then there has to be some other explanation.
Thank you. Oh, my God, thank you for saying that.
Well, where does Hal stand with all of this?
He doesn't know about the flashback or whatever you want to call it. He's counting on the polygraph test to clear me.
Well, you have to postpone the test.
How?
Say that you're sick or something. When I was in jail, people used to talk about ways to beat those machines.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but the thing is, we need time.
Hey, Em. You ready? We're all set up down at the station. It's time to go.
I mean it, Henry. I actually did tell Mike the truth this time. I told him all about Pilar, about Simon, about everything. And all he said was that he could never trust me again, even though I explained how it all happened.
Maybe he doesn't want an explanation.
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe he needs to hear that for what you did.
Hey, I wasn't alone here.
Okay, I mean, for what we did, that there are no excuses. You gotta plead guilty, I mean, really guilty, as in nolo contendere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He probably just thinks I was trying to justify what I did. I gotta go.
Go. Bite the bullet. Tell him that you're gonna throw yourself on the mercy of the court and you will do whatever it takes to win him back. Tell him you love him.
I already told him I loved him.
Tell him again.
So that's the whole story.
So Katie hasn't been with her husband since she left Oakdale.
Since before then. Once she found out he'd hired Pilar, she said she never wanted to see him again. Then she let me believe that the two of them went to Australia together.
And Henry helped her every step of the way, calling her, pretending to be Simon. Mm-hmm. And thanks to that little performance, I ended up spending more of my holidays with Katie than with my own family. She manipulated us. She manipulated you.
I'll tell you what makes me really mad. Is she thinks the end justifies the means. That all you have to do is tell someone that you love them and you can do whatever the hell you want.
That sounds a lot like my mother. Be careful, Mike. Women like that can do a lot of damage.
Well, Jen, no offense, but Barbara is in her own special category.
But she wasn't always. She used to be a lot more like Katie. She would do anything for the people that she loved. But then as people tried to start breaking away to have a life other than the one that she had written for them, that's when things changed. So just watch out.
I'm a tough guy, remember? And what's wrong?
Even tough guys can get hurt. I know how bad this could get.
Go on.
And maybe, until this whole thing with Katie is resolved, maybe it would be better for you if we didn't see each other.
Is that what you want to do?
Me? No.
Me neither. I want you to tell me what you want.
I want to hold you and never let go. I want to forget that stupid pact we made to go slow and be careful and be sure of everything.
That's pretty direct.
I need you to be direct with me. Katie is beautiful and suddenly available, and no matter what she's done, there was a time when you wanted to marry her. That is huge, Mike. And maybe it changes things between us. And if it does, then the worst thing you could possibly do would be to spare my feelings. So don't. Okay, just tell me how you feel.
Detective Langston's waiting for us. The sooner we get this over with, the better.
Yeah, okay. You know, I was just wondering.
Can I come too? Emily was just about to tell me what arrangements I should make for Daniel, but we still need some time to figure that out.
I really need her support. I told her everything, and she believes I'm innocent.
Hey, I believe in you too. Was my son, but nobody wants you to pass that test any more than I do.
This is what you call separation. It's gonna give us a little time to think. And a separation doesn't necessarily mean that a marriage is gonna end.
Do you still love Mom?
Father and I care about each other very much.
That's right. I love your mom. Love her very much. Just like I love you kids. You guys are my family. And that never changes. No matter where I live. Ever.
Natalie's waking up. I'll be right back.
You got a lot of nerve calling me selfish.
You are, Carly. I mean, you show up here and you tell me how I'm supposed to feel, how my son is supposed to
I am
feel.
trying to protect JJ because you won't
dare.
You are so consumed with yourself that you refuse
you
to help
care
him.
about my son, all right? If Jack drop-kicked that boy out of his life, you would be so thrilled, Carly, because then I'd be gone.
You always accuse people of ulterior motives when they're trying to help you. Maybe that's why you're so screwed up.
Don't worry about me, Carly. JJ and I, we don't want your pity, okay? So you tell Jack that he doesn't have to worry about JJ anymore. Because we're no longer part of his life.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Careful, girl. I have tried to be nice, but there's a part of me that is anything but. And I don't think you want to tangle with her.
I gave up on us. But I'm not gonna walk away this time. I'm never gonna make that mistake again.
Julia, I didn't come here to try and run you and JJ out of Jack's life.
What's the matter? You afraid to tell Jack that you tried to take over and it backfired?
I'm not afraid of Jack. We share everything, even the problems.
What are you implying, that JJ and I are a problem for Jack? Because I don't think so, Carly. I think we're just more of a problem for you.
Julia?
We're done here. I have a pie to bake.
Careful, girl. I have tried to be nice, but there's a part of me that is anything but. And I don't think you want to tangle with her.
I think you better watch out, Carly, because you know what? I've lost so much. I don't give a damn what you do.
Jack has no idea who that woman is.
Natalie's getting ready for the sleigh ride. You're going to Timmy's, you know that today, right?
I don't have to go.
Oh, come on. You don't have to take care of me or your sisters. That's my job. And Daddy's. And we love it. It's gonna be okay.
I love you, Mom.
Me too. We all love each other. Right? And you heard Daddy. You heard what he said. It's never gonna change. Ever.
Hello? Hey, Will. Been trying to get a hold of you all morning.
Cell phones have to be turned off in class. I'm on lunch break now.
How's the first day back? Good?
Yeah, met some kids. They're pretty cool, into the same music and stuff. I'll talk to you later.
Whoa, wait. Look, Rosanna and I found something last night, and I think we really need to talk about it.
What did you find?
Yeah, a picture of you and me and Rosanna, or what's left of it. You threw it in the fire.
Sorry.
Tell you what, why don't you come by after school and we'll all go out, get something to eat.
What for?
Well, we need to talk about you moving back in, for one thing.
I'm okay staying with Aunt Kim and Uncle Bob.
Fairwinds is your home.
Was. Until everything blew up and I got the blame.
Well, I'm taking care of that.
And you think Dad's just gonna let Emily take the rap for what she did?
He's gonna have to. Look, Will, the important thing is that Rosanna and I know the truth. And we want you to know how sorry we are, and we want you back.
No way.
Don't say that.
Paul, I'm just facing facts. Anytime anything goes wrong in that house, I'm gonna be the first place you look. I hope you and Rosanna have a great life. But don't ask me to be in it.
Will?
Honey, don't be nervous. It's just questions and answers.
That's what worries me. I've done some things in my life, things I'm not proud of. What if some of the questions reminds me of those things from my past? Things that I feel guilty about. Is the machine gonna pick up on that and think I'm hiding something?
No, absolutely not. I'm gonna go in, see if Detective Langston's ready for us, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Here, take it.
Thumbtack?
Put it on the floor about a minute into the question. Step on it, but be random. Don't just do it on the hard questions.
What for?
The pain will make your heart beat faster and stuff. It'll mess up the results.
The best, honey. Thank you.
Looks like they're ready for you.
Oh, Daniel. We haven't talked about Daniel. Someone's got to pick him up from school today.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
All right, you know what? Call Mom. Find out when she's off from work, and then drop him off at her place, and then go back to my house and pick up his backpack because it's got all of his overnight things in it.
He's not gonna need it.
Please, just do as I say.
Okay, but you'll be home before dinner.
You should do what she asks. It'll be a long time before she gets to put her little boy to bed again.
Emily? He's ready for you. Look, you're worrying about all the wrong things, Jen.
Mike, you and Katie had everything going for you. You'd just gotten engaged when her husband came back out of the blue. He was the only thing standing in your way, and now he's no longer an issue.
Maybe there are other issues.
Like what?
Does that answer your question?
Actually, yeah.
You sure? No more insecurities?
Well, no more than normal. Let's just say that I will feel a lot better when we finally... We should have made love a long time ago, Mike. Suddenly, I'm asking myself why we thought we had to put it off.
Hey, look. We took our time for a reason, all right? It wasn't Katie then, it isn't Katie now.
Sure.
Sure.
I should go find Lucinda.
You do that.
I'll see you later.
Count on it.
Can I help?
We're still a family, Holden. I have to make sure you don't forget that.
Whoa, hey! What did that dough do to you?
It was actually supposed to be a welcome home pie for you. What?
One thing I learned growing up, running around this kitchen, is that you have to handle pie dough very gently.
Did I ruin it?
Might make a good pair of shoes.
Oh, come on, don't tell me I have to make a completely new batch.
Yeah, unless you want to cut your pie with a chainsaw.
Thanks.
No problem. Let me know when the next one's ready.
What are you doing here?
I was driving by and I saw your car in Miss Walsh's driveway. No, stop. That's not true. I called around town until I found out where you were. See, I'm turning over a new leaf. No more lies, not even little white ones.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I'm just trying to let you know that you can trust me. That I can be 100% honest.
Thought you did that last night. You told me everything you said was true.
I told you why I did what I did. I did it because I love you. And I know loving someone doesn't make lying right. I know that now. And I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry for everything I did to you.
I accept your apology. It's too late.
But why? I'm not trying to justify it or make excuses. I know I was wrong. I know that now. I need a chance to make it up to you. Can you give me that chance?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Look, we see life differently. Your rules are not the same as my rules. Hey, we are not good for each other, Katie.
You're only saying that because I hurt you. I gave up on us. But I'm not gonna walk away this time. I'm never gonna make that mistake again.
We're going to start out with some easy questions. What's your name?
Emily. Emily Munson.
You little traitor.
What?
I thought we were getting to be friends, Henry.
We weren't. We are friends, Jennifer.
Friends don't deceive each other.
You know, I was just telling Katie the same thing.
Well, you know, I'm hoping that you know that all the planning and plotting you did is a complete waste of time. Because Mike and I are going ahead with our relationship, and none of your little games are going to stop us.
Games? What games?
Such a nice suit you have on, Henry. Sure would be ashamed to cover it up with a big, ugly stain.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, no. I'm Barbara Ryan's daughter, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. In that case, I confess. Yes, I was driving Mike back to Katie, but it's because they were fated, Jen. Some couples are just meant to be.
Well, Mike doesn't happen to agree with that.
Oh, really? Well, I knew them when, and I was there when he put that big, beautiful rock on her finger. They were happy, Jennifer. I know you don't want to hear it, but that's true.
Here's what's true, Henry. Mike is with me now. He's moved on. And if you or anybody else tries to mess with his head, I will be very, very angry. Understand?
Totally. The part of the equation that you are missing is that Mike loves Katie. He always has, and he always will. He may not know it yet, but he'll find out soon enough.
Sometimes giving up's the smart thing to do.
Mike, you don't mean that. You're just saying that to test me, to see if I have what it takes to hang in there, and I'm gonna prove to you that I do.
No, Katie, we have run our course.
How can you say that? We belong together.
I don't want to keep fighting. Okay, we have been over for months, and we're staying that way.
What about the look on your face when we were talking about making snow angels? How can you explain that away?
It's a nice moment.
There was love in your eyes. I saw it. I felt it.
I was reliving a moment in time, or a moment that I have good feelings about, but it's gone. All right, we can't get that back.
Do you remember the first time we made love? We couldn't get enough of each other. You cannot tell me you have that with Jennifer.
We do all right.
That doesn't sound very passionate.
There's passion. Don't worry about it. I know we could have given into it. Matter of fact, we've been dying to give into it. But we want to make sure our friendship was right first. And we have. We have friendship and trust and a whole lot more.
So are you telling me you're in love with her?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Do you live at 4 Patchen Place?
Yes.
Do you have a son named Daniel Stewart Hughes?
Yes.
Do you know Rosanna Cabot Ryan?
I know her.
Are you friends?
We're not friends. We're not enemies. We're friendly.
Is Daniel 7 years old?
Yes.
Did you enter Rosanna Cabot's house one night with a child's doll?
Did I enter Fairwinds with a doll? Is that what you're asking me?
That's what I'm asking you, yes. Mrs. Munson?
No, I did not enter Fairwinds with a doll.
Did you purchase a doll at a store called Toys and Treasures?
No, No!
No what?
No, I did not buy the doll, there or anywhere.
Okay, thank you for your time.
What? I'm done? That's it?
That's it. Lieutenant.
Yeah.
I've got your answer for you.
Oh, God, you scared me.
Sorry. I don't knock here.
No, I guess you wouldn't.
Is my husband here?
Yes, he's upstairs. He's just unpacking.
Oh.
Listen, I'm sorry about, everything.
About what?
Well, about the separation.
You don't look surprised.
Well, I guess I kind of thought something might be wrong. I had a drink with Holden on New Year's Eve.
Really?
Yeah, at the Lakeview. I guess you were busy, he called you, and you were busy, so we just wound up talking.
And he told you about the problems we're having in our marriage?
No, of course not. I guess I just sensed that something might be wrong.
That pie smells good. Lily. Where are the kids?
Just little old me. The kids had that sleigh riding thing. Remember that?
Right. What brings you by?
I have to go get my laundry.
Just brought you this.
Thanks, but I already brought one from my office.
Good. You know, before you came in, I was speaking to Julia, and she told me that the two of you spent New Year's Eve together.
Wasn't like that. We ended up in the same place. Had a drink, talked a bit.
Talked about us, about what we're going through in our marriage right now.
I was waiting for you to show up, and you blew me off. You see, that's our problem. Yeah, I guess she did pick up on that.
So let me get this straight. So, the night you decide to leave our marriage, you're ringing in the new year with Julia, what's her name?
Wasn't like that. It wasn't Julia who decided to sit and listen to Craig whine and not have dinner with me.
Is that why you're here? Because I blew you off on New Year's Eve to spend some time with someone who's very important to me, who's hyperventilating into a paper bag? I'm sorry. I shouldn't make light of this. I know that I let you down, and I promise this will never happen again.
It'll always happen again. And I'm not angry about one night. I'm angry about you putting somebody or something in front of our family for an entire year.
Could you just come home? And we'll talk.
In circles, we always end up in the same place that we started.
Well, maybe if you were honest with me, we'd have something to talk about.
I haven't lied to you.
Oh, really? You know where I was on New Year's Eve. You know who I was with, but this little drink and chat with Julia, you keep this a secret. Why?
Maybe because by then, things had gone so far that what I did and who I did it with was none of your business.
On the next, As the World Turns.
You're not in love with Jennifer. You're just using her to push me away.
What you have with Katie is not friendship. It's an obsession.
Hell, I'd even give up Jen for that woman.
Why?
Because I'm in love with her.
Now lock her up, Hal, right now. I'll find somebody else who will.